Good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. We've got a few of you here already. Thanks a lot for joining us nice and sharp. If you're watching this after we've been live, fist bumps to you. Thanks a lot for joining us. Make sure you join in the conversation in the comments section down below. For those of you that are watching us live, thank you very much. Fist bumps to you. On arrival, guys, as you wipe your feet on the doormat, hit that like button. help a brother out. I can hear a wee bit of the bedroom telly, so I'm just going to jump on the old Google app and get the volumes turned down. So bear with me a wee second while I do that. Let me know, guys, how you got on this game week. I had a lot of really good scoring cards, as we'll come to see. But unfortunately, didn't quite get them all together. Unfortunately. Now, before we dive right into the chat, guys, first and foremost, my heart goes out. Massive respect. John Nellis dropped an amazing vlog today. Went to Barca, went to the new camp, VIP treatment. Got a producer out there and made a great video. Just search John Nellis on SoRare, you'll go and find it. Anyone watching this who doesn't know who John is, I'd be very surprised. If you do know John and you've not seen the video, once you're done with the stream, go check it out. It's amazing. Drop a like, drop a comment, let John know your thoughts about it as well. Fantastic video. I was really excited to see it come out, and yeah, what a great video. And it's just, I'm so excited for the year coming, guys. It's just going to be so much fun. So much fun. Now, I just remembered I've not actually set my play page yet, which is like one of my little things over here. So I'll have a wee chat with you guys in the comment section while I go and fix my screens and whatever. So Predictology, fist pump, good to see you, my man. First in, hello. Past your bedtime, son. What you doing? World Football Tips, good to see you as well. And so, gee, what a bang average game week for you. Unlucky, my man. I've had a few of them recently, but I say this one I had some good greens knocking about. A lot of my the last two game weeks, it feels like my defense has really been letting me down. But this game week, I knew going into it that I was going to be very short on firepower. I didn't have that many strikers going around in big lineups, and you'll see that as we knock through the teams. Now again, this lovely little feature we get from SoRare Data gives a wee bit of the game away for who my better guys were. We'll come back to them shortly. But this was my ultimate team, no pun intended, that I rolled out this game week. I was chasing down first place. I was going for it. I was going for the tier 1 super rare, and Darwin showed up. And you know, it's really weird, right? Because none of the other guys really did show up either. But because Darwin went off big, brought in a 92, and he was a super rare captain, we're only actually 20 points net, including multipliers, off of getting something with this team. And that was carrying 2 lemons and a rare goalkeeper, no unique, you know. So it could have been a little bit better for us. Off the top spot, 119 points, which across the just even these 3 supers in the middle, the 3 of them could easily pick up 120 points between them, extra on top of what they've got here. Maybe even in the next game week, in the next weekend, who knows. This team's actually won me a prize, which was great. A lot of green scores all around. A lot of clean sheets in this team, in fact. So really glad to see that pulled out. Unfortunately, Devikas didn't get a decisive or anything. And Captain Zacharian, like at one point in this game, he was on 20 points or something. So for him to even get back to 45, I'm content with. And all in, 98 points off a top. And we were 114. So the limited division is super tight, you know. Like, so if you are coming like 144th in limited, I wouldn't really be that disillusioned with it, because you're aiming for finishing top, and 100 points over 5 players on a different match isn't really that much more to ask, you know. And fair enough, like 85, I'm not getting an extra 20 points for Christensen. Getting a 97 for Lautaro is asking a bit much, but when you kind of break that off, maybe an extra 10 points for Martinez, maybe an extra 5 for Christensen, then the remainder between Devikas and Zacharian, and Safanov can do 80s, you know, isn't really beyond the stretch of the imagination. So as long as you know the players you're dealing with and what's kind of went against you. Now, this guy's had a juicy golden caramel centre, you know, of green scores with 1 of 100 Chris Richards, rookie season champion, supporter shield winning Mark McKenzie, rookie season supporter shield winning young player of the year, jersey number Brendan Aronson. Those 3 cards rocked off big time, and when those scores were coming in, I was fucking buzzing. Schubert and Conrad De La Fuente were the last 2 to run. I've got no idea how Conrad was not in the squad at all. his pattern with Sam Powley has been quite consistent. He's been getting more and more minutes. He's been in the matchday squad for a good run of fixtures. He's been featuring and starting in different games. And from not to even be on the bench, I'm not going to lie, I was totally blindsided by that. Schubert, I just don't really know what's going on with him. It feels like he had an injury. I think he was on the bench for the weekend, so maybe he's on his way back or something. I'm not too sure. But this team was put together with Schubert, knowing that he was an absolute unknown entity this game week because he hadn't featured in the previous one. My champion Euro rare, we were 120 points off of a tier 2 rare, which, you know, we weren't very close at all. But again, nothing here went off big. You know, a lot of them just kind of did bang average. And again, if we're going to see some big scores from some of these guys, like we're seeing in some of these other squads, with the potential some of these guys have got 119 points between a captain and 2 supers to be picking up, especially. Never mind that getting a wee cheeky goalkeeper clean sheet for an extra 30 odd points. Would be lovely, you know, and would do the job sufficiently. Now we're 262nd. Top spot, we were 205 points away, so we needed like 470 basically to win it, 465, something like that. So, yeah, that is what it is. This team, again, I was really excited about in Wirtz and Captain Werner. Werner started, which I was buzzing about. Got like 70 minutes. Unfortunately, no decisives for him, so he's rocked in with what he'd done. But then I was really kneecapped by the Wirtz because even if he'd done something decent, 66 points, we were short at the end. I'd have needed him to have done a 90 plus, of course. But going into the last game with All Black, you know, even with All Black not keeping a clean sheet, his all-round score was -3 on this match. But, you know, All Black's got a 50 pointer in him without a clean sheet. It's not beyond the realms of possibility. This is one of my stronger teams, and the Wolfsburg boys just totally fucked me over. I watched the game, it was hard to watch, man. It was really bad football. All-Star rare, Falcao DNP'd, again, was not in the squad at all. We're making the bottom E threshold even without him, which is cool. Yeah, nothing going on really with these other teams. These last 2 teams were just kind of thrown together with odds and sods, and they didn't really do anything. So I'm coming into this game week, guys, the midweeker. And I don't actually have, again, that many goalkeepers going, which, like I've been saying in the last couple of streams and stuff like that, like I'm really enjoying the pressure of the selection on the amount of players I've got, because some of you guys out there might have the pressure of selection, but you've only got like 2 options, 3 options, and it's really like, it is black or white decision. You pick this guy or that guy. The size of my gallery with the lack of goalkeepers I've got playing at the moment, I've really got like 4 or 5 options for like every position, with the exception of forwards mainly, to be honest. And that is really good if I can nail it and get it right. As we've seen with the scores on SoRare data, all my better scorers, so Darwin, Aronson, Martinez, Angelino, Guardiola, I'm trying to avoid the limited cards, so if you're wondering why I'm not naming them, even Lanzi Lotta, I knew he was going to be one of my better goalkeepers. Same with Carlos Soler, didn't even get decisive, and I knew Renato Sanchez, if he played, could have done pretty well. Same with Tio. So, and another honourable mention, by the way, Sam Vines is 2nd start in a row, and he's got over 50 without a decisive or anything. So I'm very keenly looking forward to Sam Vines, especially in this game week. So with the matches we've got midweek, we've got the Chinese Super League returns. I got the notifications for Tony Sunjic, but I don't own him anymore. But the Jupiler Pro League's got some good fixtures going on now. And the thing about the Belgian League is it does pretty much run all the way through to January or so, which is good for SoRare card holders. Premier League's got some decent midweek fixtures. Again, there's just not that many cards that are active, but with the exception of Liverpool and West Ham. And I don't even see Liverpool. I do. Oh, Liverpool at home at Newcastle. I thought I had Robbo in a team. And then West Ham away to Arsenal. Arsenal actually have a decent amount of SoRare cards. Celtic away to Ross County. Rangers at home at St Johnstone. And then in the Bundesliga, massive fixture for Dortmund. I really do think Dortmund stack holders will clean house this game week. I really do. Augsburg and Leipzig, I've got no idea how that will go. Same really with Wolfsburg and Cologne, based on like having watched Wolfsburg quite a lot this season. Again, like it's funny because I was watching Wolfsburg at the weekend and I was thinking this time last year I was on the exact same journey with like Leverkusen. I'd been watching lots of Leverkusen last year, because I had like, Leon Bailey and Nadim Amiri, and I ended up winning Wirtz eventually, etc. And I remember like, even when even when Leverkusen weren't really, the early season they were playing well, but I don't think they were really like racking up wins and stuff. I think they were getting some draws, maybe dropping some losing winning positions, that kind of thing. But they had clear like talent and a route to go, you know, and it was just about keeping people fit, because they had this guy injured and then he was injured and then this guy just signed but he's not integrated and this and that and all the rest of it. That happened a lot. Whereas with Wolfsburg, they don't really have too many of those problems in terms of keeping people fit and on the pitch and whatever. Their main problem has just been tactically. Like, I watched them, and without them doubling up on the wings and going at the fullbacks and just knocking balls in for Weghorst and Nemeka, or trying to use Nemeka on the counter attack, they really don't have anything in the centre of the pitch. You know, they've been playing Max Arnold and Aster Vranksch, if that's how you say it, and Gila Vogie came on for him to get injured at the weekend, and there's no Javer Schlager. So what it feels like they're missing is, it feels like they're missing a little bit of number 10 action. They've been trying to play Gerhardt, so Gerhardt's been getting a lot of minutes, so has Renato Steffen. But both of those guys, like, they're talented, and Renato Steffen in particular is a little diminutive guy, and it kind of reminds me of Ludovic Giuly, like his kind of posture now, maybe a wee bit stockier. He's good, and don't get me wrong, but these guys just don't, they don't move the team on, you know. So whoever they can get to fill that component, the Gerhardt slash Renato Steffen role, whoever they can get in, hopefully they can get somebody in. You know, where's even Max Phillip? I suppose they've got Luka Bacchio knocking about. So hopefully they come up with some solution. I don't really think they require a transfer because their squad is so strong. But Wolfsburg, you know the manager they've got, they sacked Mark van Bommel, and they brought in this Swiss guy, I forget his name, Kohler or something like that. And he got Werder Bremen relegated last year, and it made no sense to me at the time. And there was a lot, he was probably going to, if he's not been sacked by now, he will be getting sacked the next time he loses, basically. So it feels anyway from the kind of atmosphere around the last game, etc. So they've got Cologne at home, and Cologne, as we know, are a very good team. I've got a very good Jonas Hector. There's a couple of good cards in that team, and they're doing pretty well. And you know, Wolfsburg are lacking confidence, and teams that lack confidence have got no predictability on results and outcomes, unfortunately, because football and all sports is get such a huge part of it is confidence related and confidence based. You know, it really is. Gladbach v Frankfurt is probably going to be a good game to watch on the telly, I would suspect. Both teams, you know, really needing points to climb the table. Frankfurt must be, well, both of them have had a lot of fixture pile up, so it could be an interesting one. Mainz Berlin, Munich Stuttgart. Now, Munich haven't been the force that they were at the start of the season, and I think they're going to, as I said with Sani, I think they're going to clog along in this kind of vein that they are. Now, don't get me wrong, they could gub MD Bayern Munich on any given week, but they are a form team, you know, so you can definitely feel that they know the winter break's coming, and as long as they get a goal or two and try and see the win out, they're relatively content. So I don't feel the big monster scores coming in the Stuttgart game, especially because Stuttgart are a good opponent. And yeah, it was the Stuttgart that Wolfsburg were playing at the weekend. I think it was. Yeah, it was. I watched Stuttgart. That the boy that we found on the end product stream was actually looking really good. And so yeah, Stuttgart are a good team and good Vettel as well, some good players there. Leverkusen and Hoffenheim will be great to watch as well. I wouldn't be backing any defences or goalkeeper, maybe goalkeepers could be a shout. And then Union Berlin, Freiburg, Young Boys in Basel. We don't really have much of a say over there, do we? I think there's maybe one Young Boys card on the platform or something like that, but not much good on. So what am I doing? I'm having a look at the prize pool first. I'm not going to do, will I do lineup builder? I think I will do lineup builder because I've not done that. I've just been messing about with the app on, or not the app, but the web app on my phone. So super rare division, I don't think I have enough super rares going, but in the under 23s we've got 36 entrants, 5 cards paid out, half a coin across the podium. And yeah, the best thing you're getting is a tier 2, otherwise you're definitely getting a tier 3 for any card win. AllStar, we're getting a bit more ETH across the podium, a coin and a quarter, and yeah, at least we're getting a tier 1 for Tippy Top, which is something I suppose, but for 145 entrants, the top 9 to be picking something up, it doesn't really whet my appetite. As you can see, I've only registered 2 squads down here. I've went for under 23 pro, so at the moment 165 entrants, only a third of a coin across the podium, and 16 cards are getting paid out, so about 10% of entrants are paid out. We're getting 2 star rares on the podium, tier 1's back to 7th, and then tier 2 only back to 16th. So that's a prize pool I'm definitely happy to fight for with the lack of fixtures there is this game week, and particularly in under 23s, of course, because there is just a smaller pool of players there. So when there is a restricted fixture list, if you have potentially dominant cards in those kind of situations, they can definitely come to the fore. And then otherwise, I've just went for an ETH bashing team, but we'll look at AllStar Pro. So there's 773 entrants. We're getting cards back to 25. It's a pretty minging look, isn't it? But if you do jackpot and get in the top 5, you're getting a star rare. And then we've got basically about an ETH across the podium. The Star Rare category in All-Star, we've got Mbappe, Messi, Lewandowski, Van Dijk is right up there now. They must have paid some guys out. Kroos, Depay, Donnarumma. Great podium, or top 5 cards. If you finish top 5, don't think there's anyone here you would really be disappointed in. Maybe if you're a first, of course, but outside of that, yeah, so it's a decent looking pool. But it's just the head count, and again, you know, how many of those how many of those entrants, of course, are serious. Me sitting here right now building my team, I've got no way of knowing that, to be honest with you. So we'll jump into lineup builder, and we'll start with the under 23 pro team that I've picked. So I'll try and pick another. I've got an idea of the super rares, obviously, but I'll try and pick that team. I'll grab you guys in the comment section, drop the fist bumps out, and yeah, we'll just kind of charge on as we are doing. If there's anything going on, guys, let me know. Paulo Hora, hey, good to see my man. Fist bump to you. Mikey Bassin, good to see you. Evening, my man. Evan Crichtley, Owen Davis, Harry Trades, Joshy Forth, good to see you all. So pleased to get Matis Djondjic back. Brilliant. Yeah, he's in. Is he a Korean? He was a Korean-based card, wasn't he? I know he's like Serbian or something, but he's in China now, I think, isn't he? Challenger Euro looking nice this week, says Owen. Let's have a look at Challenger. I've not got any chance of being able to go Challenger, to be honest with you, but we'll have a peek at it. Challenger Europe, oof, wow, yeah, 80 card payout, and 80 cards in Champion also. And Champion is getting less entrants now. I really do think the Dortmund guys are going to reign supreme in this. So how many Dortmund teams could there really be out there fully loaded that could just blitz it, and then you're looking for the shrapnel teams to fill up some spots? It's only 2-star rares paid out. The pool is obviously a bit more attractive because of the names you get, the caliber of guys you can get market-wise. Tier 2 is for top 30, I suppose, is quite credible also. I'll maybe look and see what cards I've got. Maybe I'll try that, I suppose. I've not done any limited stuff yet. It looks like my only limited goalkeeper is Jonas Yerbig, who's a rookie. You know, so he's not playing. So, under 23 Rare Pro. In goals, I've only got one goalkeeper available, it would seem, and that is Van de Voort, okay? I think I only do have 2 goalkeepers, actually, as I'm doing this now. Was with Cerezo Osaka. Oh, yeah. Now with one of the Shanghai teams. No forward for me this week. Very tempted to DJ one before the deadline. It depends who you're looking at, Josh. I've been really the closest I've ever been to it in the last month or so on a few occasions, and I've withdrew and resisted the temptation because I do rely on. I just need. I think you need to roll with the punches. I hate the thought of buying somebody for one game week, and I know you could just sell them just as easily as quickly, and you've got something in. But I don't know. It feels like inefficient time to me. I don't know. I just don't like it. I'd rather just accept what it is, and I'm not got that opportunity cost of maybe taking a loss on the card if I'm trying to sell it quickly. I think I'm looking at either Guardiola, who's going to have a tough game away to Augsburg, but Augsburg aren't big scorers. They're not going to score 5 against a Leipzig or something like that. So he could get a good score as a defender. McKenzie has came back with a bang, under the new manager. So he could be a great shout to pair up with Van de Voort. That could be something. And Sam Vines at home at Eupen. Average score for a defender against Eupen is 54. He's tied with McKenzie. He's my second best defender on paper for the fixture they've got. And he's just not selected at all, Sam Vines, probably just because he has been so in and out of the team. This is the beginning of a challenger team also, by the way, so that's worth noting. With there not being like Ajax and those types of guys knocking about. In midfield, I think I would have to go Wirtz because he played so badly at the weekend. I would hope he does better against Hoffenheim, but there's no real guarantee of that. Hoffenheim are a good team. For Sharon started at the weekend, didn't do that great. At home at St. Trusden, it's probably going to be a good game for Anderlecht. But again, Vincent Kompany's Anderlecht is like the most underperforming team in the history of SoRare. It really is. Like, Anderlecht should be Ajax. They really, with the manager, the vibe, some of the talent they've actually got on paper, on that pitch every week, on the bench, is crazy, No forwards for Simply Alex either. Looking at Andre Silva, too many rewards on offer, given how little full teams will be out. Andre Silva, I'm not his biggest fan, to be honest with you. Do you know what I was thinking? I watched Leipzig at the weekend, and if you've watched Andre Silva, if you watched him since he's been in the Bundesliga, because I can't really comment on him pre-Bundesliga, because that's all I've seen of him is last year at Frankfurt and what he's done so far at Leipzig. It feels like the Portuguese Danny Ings. He's good, and you put him around the 18-yard box, you give him service, I've got pretty good confidence he's going to score the commensurate amount of goals for the chances he gets, you know. But it doesn't strike me. I don't feel that, oh, Andre Silva starting, there's going to be goals kind of thing, like I would have with like a Werner or somebody else in different teams, different clubs and whatever. So midfield guys, and then the only other option I've got is Tyler Adams, so I've got no certainty on starting. So it really does just come down to Wirtz. Palaversa got a red in the last game, so he's suspended. It's Wirtz or Verscharen, really. So any of the Belgian guys at home, Xerxes, Kouame, Rafalov or Sharon as a front four, which should be banging goals left, right and centre. Josh Forth agrees. So do we think Verscharen starts again? Because St Truden's definitely a team that could get mobbed away to Anderlecht. I think that's a more attractive fixture if he starts. So if any of you think he doesn't start, let me know. Jota's injured. Ogbo's not guaranteed of a start. Nemeka virtually is guaranteed of a start. And he's in our super rare. Love the purple shirt combo, by the way. This is a nice little kind of feeling team, isn't it? I can't remember if I did pick Verscharen over Wirtz, by the way. And then my extra card. Oh, I've got no idea who I picked, by the way, now. So who would I go with? I could go with Wirtz, McKenzie, or Guardiola. They're the real options. I've got Chris Richards as well. He could certainly do something points wise, but he's unlikely to keep a clean sheet, I would suggest. So Mark McKenzie at home with Charleroi. Defenders get 54. So that's my two best defenders, I think, playing in the same team. Oh no, Guardiola 57 but Augsburg. Guardiola is one of my big hitters, you know. 8% bonus. McKenzie's get 8% bonus also. Who's at home? Yeah, Leipzig are away. And Mackenzie's at home. I'm always inclined to favour a home situation. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to pick Mackenzie. And this is like a great FC Barcelona looking team. Like, it really is. Like, Sam Vines, we've been fucking spending patience on him every day of the week. Every time I look at him, I just want to sell him. But now he's coming back and dropping 50s. I'm like, Sammy boy! Sammy boy! Come here! Get in my team! So, him and Mackenzie, it's a strong back duo that could definitely knock out some good points. And Verscharen and Nemeka are decisive capable. And I'm just a wee bit worried about Verscharen starting, but as long as he does, I think I'll be okay. And because Mackenzie has got such good AA at the moment, I have to captain him, I think. And Van de Voort hopefully gets a clean sheet. But Mackenzie, this could be a really sexy U23 Pro lineup. I'm actually really buzzing about that. The next team, I'm just going to check AllStar Rare and then hit on goalkeepers. And just, yeah, I only have one, and it's Kevin Trapp. So I have to chase the Eve down, so I have to pick this team, basically. So Kevin Trapp, and I'm just after my best 5 rares. That's all I'm after. And I've got some good selection in defence, man. It must be said. Like, look at these options. I've not got many, but Robbo almost certainly will start, and on a bad day he's pulling in a 55. At home to Eddie Howe's Newcastle. Surely Liverpool are just going to bend them over and give them it. I was going to say something way worse, but I'm not going to. Guardiola and Angelino. Angelino's shown, again, two assists at the weekend. Very decisive, capable. And I'm not really relying on clean sheets with a player like him. So he can actually go in there quite comfortably. I've still got Jack Hendry away to, I think that's his old team. I think he was a Leuven player, wasn't he? So I've got some good options. Maybe another one of these guys come back into the team to fill out the extra spot. Who knows? In midfield, I've got Jonas Hector, who played the last game. I've got Max Arnold, who's a killer. I've got Daichi Kamada. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Now, the thought becomes, who have I got up front? Sané. It's just Sané, really, isn't it? Just pick him. Sané or Werner? Ooh, I'll let you guys help me with that. Sané or Werner? Play champ D4 and a keeperless or a common for Eve. You think so? I've not got a common goalkeeper, I don't think. Oh no, you try to, you know, it makes sense. You see, as soon as you put a comment like that, Josh, I know you're trying to be like the little devil on the shoulder. I don't think I've got, the only common goalkeeper I've got, because I don't play casual league, is Paul Lopez. No Marseille fixture, so a keeperless team, I don't know if I want to be bored with that, to be honest with you. Maybe I could put a keeperless team, and I don't have the, yeah, I can maybe put a keeperless team into Champ Euro, I suppose. So, away to Wolfsburg, Jonas Hector, or at home at Cologne, Max Arnold. I think I have to go with Max Arnold because he takes all the set pieces and stuff. So he's just again, similar to Angelino, there's just always a high chance, again, a decisive with guys like that. And I have them paired up in this team With Trap, who does Frankfurt have again? They've got a good fixture. Is it Gladbach or something? Who's his fixture again? It is Gladbach. Opposition average score is 80. So, you know, Gladbach are not doing great at the moment. So maybe he pulls off some saves. Maybe he doesn't get the clean sheet. But if he pulls in about 50 points because Trap can do that, then I'm happy. Now, Werner, I think, at home at Everton. You've played for Ostend. Cheers, Hendo. Or away to Stuttgart with Sané is a toughie. I think it is a toughie. Werner or Sané? 700 entrants and not many prizes. Just try and get the ETH with 4 players and you have a decent enough champ. Yeah. No. ETH, my pal. I want the ETH. I'll take that for this. It's just this is my big team. That's my card hunters. You know, that is a card hunting team, isn't it? And it's very. I'll see as I look at that right now. That just says to me, FC Barcelona. You know. Right, so I think Sané definitely starts. I think Werner probably starts. But who do I think will have the better game? Both opposition average score is 54, which means they're inclined to concede and score. Who's in the better form now, Bayern or Chelsea? Well, I've been hearing that maybe there's a wee bit of a Thomas Tuchel implosion due or imminent. So I don't know about Chelsea. You guys watch a wee bit more Premier League than me. Let me know what you think of that. I'm kind of inclined to go Sané because again, he could just like cross the ball for Lewandowski 3 times and get 100. You know, it's not beyond the realms of possibility. So I've got Wirtz. It feels really bad not playing Wirtz, doesn't it? I've also got Kamada, who I think probably would start. Guardiola, Werner, Robbo, Hector. Did I play Hector? Just go double mid, even though they're playing against each other. Who's just got the best looking fixture? Guardiola. Then Robbo. Oh, Robbo with the 12% has to get in the best team, doesn't he? Yeah, I think that's the team. And then who do we captain? Maybe we captain Robbo. I think I'm going to captain Max Arnold because he's at home. Set piece taken mid. Now, I'm inclined to change Sané for Werner. I'm open to doing that. So I might do some further investigation post-stream, right? Let's just try the keeperless team, right? Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so we can put Guardiola in on paper. That could work. I'm not really... And then, have I played Hector? No, I played Robbo. So I've got Hector, who will play and probably do pretty decent. Werner. And then Kamada or Wirtz. I think I would go Wirtz just because I played so bad in the last game that you might feel guilty. Maybe I do that. But I don't even think I've got a DNP goalkeeper I could even get into the team. So let's see what I picked. Okay, under 23 Rare Pro. Did I pick Verscharen? And no, I picked Wirtz and I captained Wirtz. Oh. Wouldn't back Werner starting. No problem. Hendo, you playing Yari? I think everyone's playing Yari. Oh, so I did pick Wirtz. Now, that would have been before Mackenzie's big score. Why does it say there he brought in a 44 in his last match? So I've got on SoRare data over here. So 5, it has like 23 or something. Am I tripping? Where is Wirtz? Yeah, 27 this is. Would that make a difference? Oh, bring me right to the bubble, man. I wouldn't be over it, but unfortunately, so that's something. Now normally what happens is I've got a little thing. Well, my battery's pretty low on my phone. I'm not going to mess about with trying to get the stream thing on right, but I want to check the head-to-head with Leverkusen and Hoffenheim because if I've picked that after messing about with my phone, and I captained them, you know, that makes me think because I captained them, that seems like a beacon I've sent to myself from the past into now for the stream. Yeah, that's what it feels like. I Fixtures. Leverkusen, Hoffenheim. So let's see the head-to-head. Okay, so Leverkusen have lost the last 2 games. Ferencváros, a heavily rotated squad, and pumped off a Frankfurt 5-2. Hoffenheim are in great form. Head-to-head. Yeah, Leverkusen at home have got great results, and I think Wirtz defo starts. It's a bit of a 6-pointer, to be honest with you. Both of them are 3rd and 4th, and you know, the FC Barcelona way, we do like big players playing in big games. Oh, does it not? Mikey Basson, good catch. Thank you very much. SoRare data shows his scores as a forward, of course. That makes sense. So John said to me that maybe my score. Let's see. John said to me he reckoned the forward was the better card. So I now feel really perplexed because I do feel that, you know, Wirtz could just. They're at home. Hoffenheim do have, you know, they can't concede goals. Oh, it's a toughie. A big loss to Frankfurt. You'd expect a bounce back. You'd expect something like that. But I think Mackenzie's just got such good potential for his all-round. His all-round's been fucking terrific since he's been back in the team. For the last, it's only been a couple of games, I must admit, you know, but he's been building big scores off of all-rounds. He's also keen to impress, wants to stake a claim to the team, wants to get back in the international scene. So then I think I'm maybe talking myself into playing him over Yari Verscharen, because if I look at the form that they're in, for example, like Verscharen's not got the numbers in recent form, but yeah, the forward is the better. Yeah, John said that to me as well. I wanted the forward when it came out because it's like I need some forwards, and then just having a Wirtz that can play as a forward, it just feels like a token card, you know, like it's a forward, you can just allocate it kind of thing, if that makes sense. I don't know if I said that right. But look at, you know, 91, 67s and 73s just off of all-round games. So I think his floor is much higher than Verscharen's floor. Yeah, I think that's the move. Am I crazy not playing Verscharen? Let me know, guys. But I think that's the move. Captain Wirtz. If we're going with Wirtz, we're going big. Captain Wirtz, Mackenzie. Yeah, that's the team, I think. I think that's what we're going to go with. Verscharen probably will start, as I'm thinking about this out loud, as I'm kind of going. Verscharen probably will start. Decisions. Who do I think? So it kind of comes down to who do I think the 2 best rares are. So let's say I'm going to wipe that crap team, the one with no goalkeeper. I can spend a bit longer stewing over these 2 teams, which I actually don't mind, because this is a really, it's a delicate decision. So 107 and 108. I'm even taking multipliers into the equation now, but I think Wirtz. Where are you, son? I didn't even fucking save it. Should. There we go. Much better. I think it's such a delicate decision. 8% for him, 7%. That's no difference at all. Average opposition midfielders only a 48 against Hoffenheim. But 3 to 5 points better off. Yeah. Yeah, I think, Josh, you gave me the wee bit of... See, I'm easily encouraged, guys, but yeah, I think they'll definitely play. Verscharen and companies, you say, they are unpredictable. Fucking anything could happen. So I think that's the team, yeah. We go Wirtz and Mackenzie. That's what we've done. And then AllStar, what did I pick the first time around? I went for trapping goals, of course. I think I picked the same team. Robbo and Angelino at the back. Max, captain. And Sani up top. Yeah, I picked the exact same team. So I'm happy enough with that. That's fine. And then I think I might just throw odds and sods out there, eh? Do I have any other super rares knocking about? Is now I'm thinking to myself. So I think I've set my training teams for the most part, yeah. So like I don't have that many guys knocking about, do I? Let's type in, let's use the Hendo cheat. Type in super up here. Just see those super rares. Anyone else got a game? Just Nemeka. Vines. Harwood Bellis. Again, what the fuck's... He was doing great, and then he's just been benched for the last month or something. It's a real pain in the ass. I hope they like cancel his loan and send him somewhere else, like the Championship. He was really good at Blackburn last season or the season before, I forget. So I would be right up for that happening again. Or just happening, you know, they say, Vincent, if you're not playing him, we need him playing. Because we see him as the future. Yeah, I've got no other goalkeeper I could throw in other than a known DNP. I suppose, why not? No, I think there's too many. I'm not gonna waste my time. I think there's too many active goalkeepers out there to even worry about it. Yeah, I'm just throwing out those two teams. The special weekly, what is it? Cards for this season. 117 managers entered. So I've got Hector, who's in a training team I could play. Josco Guardiola. Angelino, of course. Sam Vines, Tyler Adams. No forward and no... Oh, I wouldn't see a goalkeeper here anyway, but nah, can't quite get anything out. And again, all the Bundesliga cards are all by this season, so that's a bit of a waste of my time, to be honest with you. And I think that's pretty much us, guys. Nothing else to report from the club, I don't think. If I bought anything... No, that's my last reward, my last couple of buys. Yeah, I think that's pretty much us. I have Mark McKenzie who can play. Might chuck him in. Yeah, I think McKenzie does play. Is the current standing of things. There's guys out there that are better placed to pass comment on it than me, but that's my feeling certainly. So I think, guys, that's what I've got for you tonight. I'm really sorry. It's only a short stream. I've only got two teams. Let's have a look at the price pools. Okay, so I am going to enter under 23 Pro. So I want to have a look and see. Right, so a team like the one I've got, right, 166 entrants, top 10%. I reckon a tier 1 is an aspiration I can hold. There won't be that many of them actually paid out. Oh my god. I would, please, if I could just win Muric this game week, I would be fucking buzzing. Been eyeing him up for ages. And when he was out of the team, I was like, it's a good time to buy him. I was waiting for it to get down, and then boom, back in the team. Raging. Locatelli, yes please. Darwin, yes please. Delict, Josco Guardiola, Mavropanos, Eric Garcia, Nemeka. Great pool. The T1, especially at the top kind of end of it. A lot of great cards in tier 1. So yeah, I'd be happy to get back to winning ways with a tier 1 U23. Tier 2, if I maybe just get into the prizes no more, a Sucic or a Frimpong or a Ruter or a Cunha or another Dyson Maeda or a Duvikas or a Joe Scally. A lot of great cards here as well. Actually, the top end of this tier 2 is lovely. Riddle Baku, Tuvikin. Some great cards up the top here, really. Omar Soule, Ludovic Blas, Piero Hincapi or Hinchapi. I'm not sure how you say his name, but he's good. I've seen him. So yeah, some decent pools. I don't think reward pool wise, I think I'm optimized. I think I'm attacking the best thing for the cards I've got, and I've got two really good U23 supers. And as long as they can do what I think they're capable of doing, I've picked the two best rares alongside my only goalkeeper. And out of 166 people that enter this division, I think I'm going to be right up there and amongst it, definitely. But yeah, wish me luck, guys. I'll see you on Thursday for the stream at 100%. Really sorry, by the way. Perfect time as always, John. If you just joined, we're pretty much at the end, buddy, so you're going to need to go back to the beginning and catch all the terrible jokes. Sad to see Aguero retiring without actually getting to play with his best mate. Yeah, that's a bit funny, because the best mate actually left him. John, what's the injury news on Depay? Is Wednesday back? You let him out the cupboard yet? Another joke from the stream on Monday. We'd said that since you guys got together, the form had absolutely plummeted off. But what I was saying something else. Oh yeah, real apologies. I've not recorded a podcast in like 2 weeks or something. John and Black were great enough to help me out in little windows that I had to get the last 2 episodes out. I've got another like 2 or 3 people still in lieu that I need to get some stuff recorded out with. I'm only looking to make, I see the date now guys, being the 13th of December. Outside the streams, I've kind of touched on this before, but I'm just going to wrap up just to kind of clarify, right? I'm only looking to drop outside of the streams, and I think I won't be doing the streams over really the Christmas period or whatever, but I'm only looking to drop another couple of videos. I'll be doing the 3-month profit and loss video. That's due, like, technically speaking, on my diary. I had it to get out this Wednesday. That's probably not going to happen. It'll probably be this week, but at some point. And I'm probably just going to incorporate any SO5 action that I've had into some of that chat as well. So it'll just be a bit of a longer video. Won't be any competitions or anything running or anything like that, guys. It'll just be good fun. And we can just get ourselves ready for the next year, plan ahead and all that fun stuff, you know. But yeah, good luck with this midweek. I will see you on Thursday for the next live stream. Be sure to check out, I'll be winning a limited again this game week, so be sure to check out the shorts, see what I pack. And was there anything else? I'll probably will get that video recorded, and I'm gonna try and get like 3 podcasts recorded and just like drop them. I'll maybe just drop them in one go, and you can consume them over the break at your leisure, perhaps, or whatever. We'll see what happens. Or maybe I'll drop. Who knows? I'm looking to record a few of them and then drop them on you in a kind of nice way, in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, like, subscribe, share, retweet, all that good stuff, guys. Stay out of trouble, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.